begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to just Winternomics. Welcome. Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jam. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jam. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics.eth. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready to jam. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, 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 winter. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Winter, 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 Winternomics. Winter, winter, winter. Welcome. Winter, winter, Winternomics.
Are y'all ready? I hope so. We're about to do this. What up, what up? What it do? Happy Monday. Happier for some than others. How y'all doing today? Mic check, mic check. Is this thing on? I see 97. Is that right? About 100 on the open. Looks about par for the course. So, if you're not in the Discord, who knows what Prima Impetus means? Yes, we're gonna finish off the Latin story. I feel like it deserved a final fucking sell, you know. 102. Can you guys see the vision? Unbreakable, surrounded by your enemies, right? Because your enemies think you're fucking weak. But, you know, when they least expect it, motherfucker, you rise from the ashes, just like that market. And fucking, like anything in markets and life, bricks of the US, right? Having the balls to make the first strike is likely the fucking smart money. And that is what you're watching today, right? A new era of global polarization. BRICS, new currency plans to trade in the Chinese yuan. Let's take a look at some recent events that propelled this, right? These guys are doing big shits. They are openly attacking the dollar. See, what I told you guys, keep your eyes on energy, right? That would be the main proxy to fucking attack the US dollar, is a settlement of oil transactions in the USD. This is the first way to basically fucking break the hegemony that the dollar has on the world. So you're watching BRICS put a plan in action I told you had to happen in the lifespan of Xi and Putin, right? There's no way that this could fucking be any other way. Those two are at the end of lifespans. This must be now. And this is the era of space cash, or 2020s that we told you you'd be living in. Here we are, bitches. Now, who will lead the world, right? BRICS has now allied 3 billion humans, literally almost half of the fucking going concern of the planet. Actually over half of the going concern. We say going concern, we're talking about the top 5.5 to 6 billion humans that actually are in productive economies, not just fucking like in destitute. So when you say going concern, right, the key economic drivers of the planet, 3 billion humans and 4 nuclear superpowers are together right now, telling the U.S., go fuck yourself. This is big. This is absolutely Prima Impetus. They haven't sent missiles yet, but believe you me, we are at fucking war. So, now that we opened up with that, is everybody feeling nice and cheery? How you guys doing? Juan, the real BTC, that's pretty funny. We got 112, first attack. It is the first attack. First of, many more salvos that we're going to see going back and forth between BRICS and the West before we ultimately see fucking, weapons. You've got Putin already staging tactical nukes. We told you, tactical nuke doesn't warrant a full nuclear response. And you see it. They're taking to the brink of everything they can before putting the superpowers into all-out nuclear war. At the end of the day, nuclear war serves no one's purposes, right? The pendulum has started to reverse back 100%. And this is just inevitable in all systems, right? A cornered marketplace, complacency building, the Western elites not really thinking anybody on the planet's a fucking human being except for fucking Caucasians. And there is about 7 billion of us that don't fucking like that fucking thesis, So, fuck you. You're going to hear from us right now. So, anyways, it is what it is. As they used to say in the Coliseum, let the games commence. Let the games begin. Absolutely. The games have been played, though. We've only been staring down at the ground. These guys are working on fucking positions in space. This war will be on the ground and in space, And how crazy is it that Trump was actually who's responsible for Space Force, which is going to be absolutely vital for the West's survival when this battlefront goes off the planet and into orbit. Why is the U.S. so quiet as this is all going on? Because if they fucking tell anyone and it looks like they're terrified, they have to pretend, you have to put up a false sense of courage, right? You can't let your allies know, I think we're in deep shit. If the fucking head guy says that, everyone's going to go running up, you fucking crazy. You can't say that. You gotta, fake it till you make it. The U.S. can't pretend that they're coming off the top of the mountain. And hell, a great portion of the people under NATO don't really believe it's happening. It's an impossible thing to believe that the quote unquote monkeys could rise up. And so the, blanket ignorance and racism that governs NATO doesn't give the credibility to people like us to be smarter than you. And that's going to put you in a place where your racial biases won't make you prepare for someone who might have an attack that can take you out because you think we're too stupid. So you will not prepare. And so you would need an alarm from the top of the fucking brass to fucking come down to everybody. Hey, guess what? Those monkeys, they kind of organized. I think we're in trouble. You see how cornered the fucking footprint of bias can get you, right? After hundreds of years of treating everyone like an animal on a planet with far less humans, the monkeys have grown quite big and quite strong and quite nuclear. I don't think you know who the fuck you're talking to right now. But you about to find out, bitches. Remember, us brown folks, we were always your teacher, motherfucker. I know I'm not really brown today, but you know what I'm saying, right? But yeah. Rise of the Planet of the Apes, I guess it's that, right? If they want to keep calling us apes, we beat those niggas. Me and my gorillas, we'll come see you soon. So, it's a fucking thing. Prima Impetus. About to get your asses handed to you playing fucking stupid games with stupid fucking prizes. But hey, keep calling us fucking names, motherfucker. It is what it is. So, big fucking news, right, to watch this. And then, of course, if you guys are watching this, we told you to pay attention to oil. Oh, that's a good chart. Did we make that the other day? I think we did. Oh, wait, I got to reload this for my list to update. Oh, that's the wrong list. Sorry about that. And I'm about to find it any second. Oil. Jesus Christ, that took a while. So yeah. Is this the chart for it? Let's see. What do I got here? CO1. Oh, one sec. My fault. Thought I had these things set up right. I will get it in memento. CO1, there you go. Okay, cool. There's the chart we had for you guys. All right. So we told you to watch this. You could track like your angles in your bull flag. Like this is your high angle for your bull flag. This is a steeper trajectory bull flag. And watch for this guy to violate. We've been watching this rising angle from this expanding formation we had that was tracking our projection. And this counter structure is in line with the counter structure area, just deeper than we thought he should have been. So he's come down now, and we had this last angle we put in for you, and he's rotating this today. So there's definitely a lot of big strength. I know I saw one of you ask about MPC. He's one of the guys we covered, not on this chart. MPC. All right, refiners like just weren't stopping. Even the whole time oil was depressed, refiners had crazy strength. So he told you, keep your eyes on some of these guys. They look fucking absolutely fucking mind-blowing, right? And guys like in his space also, like Valero, you know, also look stunning. And we talked about this on the show. I remember making this. Why the hell would I ever put an orange box on this? Jesus fuck. See, you guys are fucking me up. I got orange popping out of my ass. But yeah, I still don't like orange, Jester, just so we understand each other. But I'm going to use it here and there. Here and there, motherfucker. Here and there. Whoops. Okay, so yeah, you know, guys like that. We know ExxonMobil's in industrials today. We're doing this guy for you. Good corrective structure, we thought. He did an expanded formation, bull flag on it, but still top fucking tier. So we need to keep this in mind because the pre-market right now is going to flip around. We've been following tech real strength. It's been, you know, a moonshot that we saw in tech. But this is where people who are FOMO paying attention to tech miss rotations. And this news catalyst is definitely not a one and done to pay attention to. So we need to fucking keep our eyes on that. So we go over to heat maps. We want to watch in the pre-market. What's leading the pre-market today? Sorry. So this was yesterday. This is Friday, right? It was a massive tech surge all over the place. Like everything was fucking strong. This morning, I'm such a retard. Where's that? Pre-market. It's oil. It's just oil on everybody, right? Schlumberger in the industrial group, energies. So this maybe like maybe have the legs to sustain against a few spaces, and you don't want to be caught on the wrong side of something. It's like Kathy Woods being on the wrong side of like social, anti-social. If this is as big as we think, and it's just the first fucking strike, then there's another salvo to come, and it's likely going to bolster this because this is how you cripple the U.S. economy right here. Fuel. Really fuck everything. Freight costs, fucking, you know, people, increase the cost for people, reduce discretionary fucking spending, literally cripple the entire consumption economy by fucking cannibalizing them through the fucking fuel lines and then blowing the dollar out of the water. You're going to imprison the United States in a fucking place they can't afford to get out of. That's the goal anyway. But that's what this, it could be later the first strike and leading towards. So we definitely want to pay attention to this. Pre-market 5% Jesus fucking Christ, right? Anyways, that's an opening memo, bitches. So let's get in the hood. Orange is fire. Shut up, Tikerson. Don't help him. What do we got? What do we got? What you guys talk about? If you fuck around, you will find out. I agree with that. Damn right. Fuck around this weed, you find out too, motherfucker. So I've got a disciple in-house. He's not coming on camera or anything, but he watched the pre-production of this shit, and I can't tell if this improved the way he feels about what this show does, or if he's fucking absolutely traumatized, realizing that this shit comes out of the chaos he watched unfold this morning. But there's a process. Getting those shots for the fucking... Oh, what'd you guys think of the art for today? I forgot to ask that. Where'd that go? Man, was this one tricky? We had to build a platform to shoot this thing. But we make do in the mornings before a show, and we got done faster than usual. What do you guys think? Pretty sick, right? So you see the animation, right? The dude standing in a circle of people, the rise up in the power, and then fucking annihilate everything. And it fits with our market, right? Because this is the first strike of the BRICS nations versus us. So as always, right, there's multiple things communicated in the artwork. So hopefully you guys are, starting to enjoy that a little more than as you know that there's something going on a little bit more than me goofing off on camera pre-market. Right? This is the thing. Markets and life can be a war, and we understand there's an actual war burgeoning across the water. But the winner in any battlefield oftentimes boils down to who has the courage to make the first strike. And BRICS is 100% showing you they have the balls for it. That's very key, right? There's no fear. There's no U.S. has military superiority. They're not afraid of you. They want you to fucking have the fucking balls to fucking even fuck around. You will fucking find out, you know? Here's some just in thing. I guess those balloons really were something, huh? Pretty interesting. Don't know exactly how accurate this is, but seeing this is just coming in here this morning. Yeah, the balloons was the slow moving attack the U.S. didn't fucking see coming, right? We got SR-71s and spy satellites. These niggas sent a motherfucking balloon and it got through our air defenses. Boy, you talk about if you wanted to sign how fucking complacent that we are, that would be it. That would be definitely it. Did you get beat by some motherfucking balloons, nigga, where you got $1 million smart weapons? What the fuck? So, yeah. Shit happens, though. Gotta pay attention to it. Alrighty, then. So, what's good in the hood? Oh, shout out to everybody throwing some morning bits. Lucci, TLO, appreciate you guys. Crazy shit. So, 120. Decent enough. Laugh at the spy balloon they got across the entire country. Can you imagine? That's a hell of a counter trade, right? We're teching up, and the Far East is like, let's send a motherfucking balloon over these niggas' house. They won't even think twice. And it worked. Oh my God. Did you really fucking plan for that? Sleepy Joe Biden actually fell asleep and fucking allowed the balloon to fly over my house. Is that how we're gonna get beat, guys? We're waiting for fucking spaceships, Space Force, and these niggas send a balloon. The whole timeline is fucked up when you watch this shit, right? It's 2023. That's what we're working with? Where's the fucking, the fucking UFO looking shit? Like, where's the stuff from Beyond 2000 and the Discovery Channel when we were fucking 10? Where the hell is any of those things? Balloons, nigga? It's crazy. Anyways, this is just a stupid timeline. I kid you not. I'm your market host in this timeline. This tells you how fucked the entire timeline is, right? If the Hadron Collider did fucking move us into another universe, you went from CNBC white guy in a suit to fucking this. That should tell you exactly how fucked everything is. Are you really listening to somebody who looks like this to tell you what fucking like price patterns you're gonna do? Have you seen what you guys are doing? Next, pack of homing pigeons. Strapped with fucking fill them up with TNT and send a bunch of homing pigeons in. Beyond 2000, that show is a fraud. Nothing happened after 2000. It's 20 and half the shit on the show's never even been fucking thought of. The hobby guy's balloon shot by a fighter. Ridiculous. Yeah, this is the world we live in, guys. All right, so do we have any more comically entertaining war stories from any other aspiring writers? Let's see. Boink. Don't have that. Writers. Reddit. Let's get you up here, sir. Oh, I have Levici's war story. So, man, one more time. What in the hell, Levici? That's a war story for the ages, right? That was definitely entertaining. So, anybody else write me something that was actually related to anything that anybody wants to pull off in markets? Less is more. Is this a direct response to Levici's book? I think so. Let's see. Less is more. Writes me a book. Now I'm playing. This is Delicious Distance. Okay, that's a great name. I'm beginning to develop a healthy relationship with crack. Well, fucking Christ. What? What kind of an opening sentence is that? Alright, guys. This is a stock market show. Stock market show. Jesus. Alright, let's try this again. I'm beginning to develop a healthy relationship with crack. It's never going to be a true statement, but let's see. I was overtrading and too zoomed in trying to make up for lost opportunities. I gave less time and energy to higher time frame plans and missed out on bigger moves which only added to my hunger for crack. Jesus. The concept call showed me that less is more, and this is not always crack time. No, it's not. But it's never crack time, bro. It's never cool. Crack's never cool. But when it is, it will also be important location and higher resolutions as well. March has been my most profitable month, and I've also taken the least trades. Very important point for a lot of you to think about. Less pushing the button, more patience and planning. Best month in futures, least futures trades taken. Salty sentiment as well as Tuesday morning prep levels and emotional capital from patience to not give up. On the plan after the first two stops and understanding of my macro as to not sell my free roll too early Something I should do so I could buy more crack. So let's see what this is. What is that on? That's on the NASDAQ. Look at that. Motherfucker hits -1. 33 fucking R's. That's a beast mode run. Killer fucking run in the NAS, dude. And yes, there were some crazy salty sentiments, named salty, in my fucking channel. If you bought that piece of shit, you're paid. Right? And that's the absolute proof of who the empty space is. You never have to question fucking the universe, right? It always knows where the garbage is at. So pay attention, right? Even in the ecosystem, some of these fucking people move around and create the very same sentiments in our little pocket universe that is going to fucking tell you what the rest of the world's going to do, because we're not all very different. So, yes, that is a hell of a payday from just being around in Discord, right? And that wasn't a public channel. I just pay attention. Awesome play. Love to see it. Good shit. Less is more. That's a war story, Levici. That's a fucking war story. You see that? And where are we at here? I know at you, but this wall's looking pretty fucking fire. What do you guys think? Pretty fucking fire, I gotta say. I tried other outfits, but I couldn't do it with the different pants bottoms, so I had to bring back the onesie and finish the fucking move, you know? So hopefully we can animate this together and make something amazing out of it. But yeah, definitely having some fun. Hope you guys liking the art, liking the show. Keeping it pushing, keeping it creative, motherfuckers. Lots of orange. You gotta be that guy, don't you? Jesus fuck. Alright, orange is banned on the wall till we get that thing brought back to some space colors. Where we at? 9:10. So got macro out of the way. Let's check some other things from Reddit that we're gonna need here. Less is more. Let's check. Oh, that was the wrong place here. Sorry. We're gonna need to check earnings for the week. See if we got anything big coming on the back of this. It's taxes this month, so you know might be some volatility around that. So let me see. Nothing we give a shit about in here at all. And Forex Factory, this, good God. Well, that's a lot of red. And red's never good, so that's always volatility. So I definitely pay attention to this. The news that we're getting already with oil is going to cause some volatility. As you see, tech and some of those guys look weak going in. So we want to watch to see if tech recovers at all and the whole market tracks higher, or if oil and energy itself like decouples a little bit and begins to do their own thing, and you know markets rotate against them. If there's increased volatilities with that, you know, from some of these, you know, you got, this isn't going to be the biggest thing, but in currencies you may care to pay attention to the RBA statement on the Aussie, NZD. So from that side of the planet, these two currencies have been pretty weak. For anybody playing these guys, you know, in Euro Aussie or Euro NZDs and stuff like that, they've been notably weak. So you do want to pay attention to this. It could cause, you know, a major correction inside of the current trends for those dudes. As for Monday goes, you do want to keep attention to ISM. It's going to come out at 10 o'clock, and all of these numbers will be meaningful for USA. Unemployment claims and unemployment rates and all of this. These are all market-moving events, so make sure you keep on top of these, especially if you have a healthy relationship with crack. Like how I worked that back in there, you son of a bitch? Damn right. I pay attention. Good shit, though. Appreciate you, Izzy, for always putting those up for us. All right, motherfuckers. Let's see. Where are we at? Respect, Mal. Appreciate you, sir. Haven't seen a sicker wall anywhere. Damn right, right? That's a movie wall that happens to be an art gallery. You know, think about that. It's actually like an art gallery. Those are collected pieces of art on that YouTube wall. Who'd even think of going to YouTube for that, you know? One of my definite other favorite things, if you haven't done it, if you've got a Mac and you're on a Chrome, not Safari, right? Do you ever look at the cool little the shorts that are on top of them? Of course, I'm in Safari. Can't do that because I'm an idiot. I like the little short clips you get, you know, if you look at them, they're pretty dope. Like art that comes to life. Just going through these, sometimes I fuck around and look at these things like just to go down the wall and just play them. It's just dope to see what's going on in the little clips that it shows, you know. Shadow Boss. Damn right. I don't know. I fucking love it. I didn't even watch the shows. These are just neat. That's art of markets, motherfuckers. That one's cool. Hit. Anyways, okay, I'll stop fucking around. Time's always a factor. I know. Can't actually pull that up. All right. Let me see now. Faster. I think we'll get on to our macro section and get you guys out of here before the bell. Try to do that. So we start off looking at, the situation with BRICS, energy. Obviously, that's something to pay attention to. We've been telling you to keep you guys on that. Some of that stuff's been cooking. Shout out, peace outside. I am Robbie. Appreciate you guys. Got 130 viewers. How nice. All right. So Exxon, just the main guy people think of when they think of oil. ExxonMobil, CVX, right? These guys. They're broadly where I tell you to pay attention to. They're in bull structures, corrective structures, sitting above this trigger. Probably worth paying attention to. These aren't the real leaders of the space right now. Like refiners have had crazy fucking strength underneath them, and breakaway gap potential is definitely possible here if this sustains past the day. So oil's been cooking pretty good. We want to see this guy come up and rotate and sustain this gap he's doing off the weekend and then push. I think a good trigger level would be watching him come through this level we put over here, just to kind of pay attention to what the fuck he's doing. As always, for you guys, pay attention to the CLKs. That's this month's contract. So huge volume here is kind of hard to read because your contract's just taken over. But if he sustains this and fucking, bruise under here, I'd say watch this, clearing this fucking, the highs of this. Should be pretty good, right? 82, 89, thereabouts. He gets through this entire congested fucking block of volume. He could fucking haul ass on top of there. So for all you futures guys that are watching oil, didn't have the screen up. Oh, my bad. No screen. It happens. Let go my ego. All right, ExxonMobil. Do that again, right? So just saying guys like this, ExxonMobil, CVX, or who you think of, Chevron, you think of oil. And these guys have good structures. Your really bull guys have been refiners, like MPC, who's just been corked at the highs while oil corrected. He was far stronger. And like Valero. So just looking at broadly, there's a lot of guys across, integrated and refiners, everything that looks broadly strong. So definitely worth paying attention to, a lot of guys around the marketplace. This is like Slumber J. He'd been correcting here and, pretty deep correction, but all in all, still holding trend structure. It looks pretty good. DVNs and those dudes. So there's a couple of guys that look pretty interesting. All right, remember what they are. They're mammoth-sized bull flag rotations, over fucking 14, 15-year bull flag rotations. These are huge. So they are corrective structures are going to be much bigger than most people have the patience to pay attention to. But what's going on in BRICS is an absolutely macro time frame resolution, geopolitical development. So these are the resolutions of what the BRICS situation is. This is the kind of bull flag at this scale that carries fundamentals like shifting of world leadership. So, the bull flag fucking at 5 minutes, that's who's going to go to fucking the club tonight. They get paid. Bull flag at this level, this is going to fucking run the planet. So we pay attention to this. If the oil attack turns into fucking something much more severe, this can just get crazier. So, but you have to pace yourself and deal with this resolution. And when you guys realize the kind of time that we took, right, to sit there and allow something like this, all right, something like this. This took March 21st to Friday. This was a plan Gavin and I made for you guys. And it rotated out and took fucking literally 10 trading days, 2 fucking weeks to play out. This bull flag is how big? This bull flag. This is a 30-minute bull flag. Took fucking 2 weeks to play out. Do you know what kind of patience you really need to see this through? So, even if we're focused on what's happening down here, right? Patience is a virtue. So for LE talking about getting stuck in crackhead time frames, you definitely need to have some perspective and some patience, not like the lemmings who are governed by their base level animal instincts and fucking think with their dicks and their pussies. But you need to fucking have the capacity to actually fucking think like a fucking smarter human and be patient enough to allow this to develop. This is where mega bucks are made, right? In rotations of this scale. So yeah, that's a memo. Don't think with your dicks and your pussies. Never works out. Let's get that screen up. So supportive. Did you guys get all that? So it's 9:17. Real quick through, give a few symbols, and then we'll get you guys out of here. So let's talk about our shooting cluster support. Let's check that real quick. SPX 500. Guess we got to reference that every day. Charts up. I got charts up. I know what's going on, guys. I know what's going on. So last major support right here. Last major shootouts that we've seen. Huge volume spikes in the core region of it. This guy rotated out now. Now we want to be careful, like we said, with the industrials, that we don't walk into the wrong side of this thing. So we want to look at the diamond Qs, right? Because if we're going to get a strong industrial rotation and tech is going to get left, this should bounce and stabilize at least in the drop we've had. This has been tech's run. And right now we can see pre-market, right? The industrials are up, tech's way down. So we need to see if this sustains on the gap opening, and if we get that, or if fucking this continues to revert down and tech catches gas off the pullback and actually runs anyway. That's still possible. So we want to keep that in mind because no one caught that tech rally. We know that. So giving them a discount into it is probably not going to happen if it's going to continue running. If it starts to pull back and going to pull back deeply, it's going to crush everyone who's late money. So we do want to watch this to see if it continues to be, tech led, and this like oil move for now is a blip on the radar before a longer trend, longer term trend develops out of it. So that's a bunch of, words. Stick that in your fucking Notion. I don't know where you stick it, but enjoy it. All right. So SPY, repeatment checking right here. It came out of the bull flag we said was tracking behind the NAS. He's heading to the phantom zone. You guys see that? And that is your first contact on the downtrend since 2021 on the NAS. So a great place for it to have correction or at least fucking price discovery. So we want to be aware of that, right? We closed literally in an earshot of the fucking major downtrend line of the Fed's entire policy cycle. So definitely inflection moment for us, right? BTC, we said, was hung up under another inflection point. That was a key level of 2021. He's still there, flagging right now. So keep your eyes on that and seeing if this guy develops into something more bullish. The ETH is tracking the same structure. So just your basic guys, your big cap guys, they all kind of look quite similar. So we're just watching the same thing across the breadth of crypto's big caps. DXY things, we look at him, right? Paying attention. This is an attack on the dollar. So that's part of the fundamentals of why this guy was able to rotate out here early. How strong the attack on the dollar is it going to be able to sustain this trend structure and fucking bar up and, God, this thing's so irritating, motherfucker. Or should he finish following this track down and then structure out? That's very possible. When you have the news hit right now, the FOMO would be to go, dollar's dead, oh my God, FOMO it. And while it's actually pumped out quite a bit, hit him with a correction and then rotate when they think, I missed it. That's the forecast of this possibility. I think it's still possible. So we want to keep track if the gap in oil basically traps people, pulls back and then runs, or if it just was a breakaway gap. Dick rules applies, right? All right, so that's that guy. Diamond things. We want to look at industrials. Is how he looks behind the SP, the Qs. He's definitely the weaker of the guys right now. But if we get major industrial strength, you want to pay attention to him and then pay attention to the big guys who are inside of him who pull back decently, like the Caterpillars now and the Deers that have been pulling back for industrials while tech led. Beyond that, DXY VIX things, where we're at, the VIX is down in a range. You should pay attention to it. We have major red events this week. We don't have any earnings we care about. We have geopolitical events that could put some volatility back in the market. We're down in the trenches, right? Off of that like run from SVB into the tech squeeze. So pay attention if this holds base level here and begins to try and pump back towards 21 in this range. He could just be range bound, but if he breaks back through 21, you give a fuck, right? All right, so that's DXY things, VIX things, SPY things, crypto things, and the little currency things. That's it, bitches. Tell me what you need. Still keeping up. What you got? Symbols. Quick. 921. Motherfuckers got to go. I got shit to do. Who's got symbols today? Who's on symbol duty? I see no symbols. Did nobody ask for a symbol? I already did MPC. Okay, look at S&P 500 to GDP ratio. Probably not going to be able to build that right now. Just going to squeeze some symbols in the end, homie. And we'll have to prep that for the next show so I can find the symbols to make it. Okay, MDB, Google, MPC. Rated MPC, bitches. So you've seen that. MDB, Google. MDB. So this is, what is this guy? Technology Service Package Software. So software's been pretty good. Been paying attention to them in the tech squeeze. Software definitely worth paying attention to. On this low rotation, what's that? Yeah, so tech right here, you can pay attention to semis in the SMH. He's been leading, and we've seen that in NVIDIA. When we look at software, we look at guys that are inside software, right? IGV, MSFT, Microsoft is like a stronger component in that. CRM has been insanely strong coming out of the trenches that we pointed out a while ago when he hit this major volume area. So there's definitely some software strength. So looking at this guy might not be the worst thing in the world. MDB could track behind that, but he's clearly a laggard. When you see the strength and the leadership I just showed you, he's late in that game. So I guess you guys had asked me this a while ago, and we've drawn this out for you, and you could rotate. So looks pretty good. He's doing what we said, but he just keep in mind he's an underperformer relative to some of the other guys. If you know some catalyst things that could change that, so be it. But for right now, structurally, he's a weak guy on IGV. So I would be careful of that. All right, that's the actual vast sector. So the industry for him, and when I look at him right now, just looking at the pullback, right? His pullbacks is more vicious, right? It's more vicious and his rotation is weaker. So you look at that, you're like, who's the leader of this stuff? And you look at like guys like this, and you can see kind of like, okay, so Microsoft didn't pull back nearly as bad as MDB, and he's rotating out stronger and structurally better. It's kind of why you follow. This is best of breed things. So keep that in mind when you look at this guy. All right. MDB, Google, Visa, Goldman Sachs. All right. Google. So Google looks like the major bull flag we've seen in like the Nas and a couple of those guys coming down and attempting to rotate. So you're really just paying attention to if he gets any strength. He's not been one of the best of breed tech guys for sure. He's definitely has problems, likely from ChatGPT. They failed rollout of their fucking AI nonsense and their half-assed version of everything they do because they're a bunch of Android fucking plebs that suck at their jobs. Sorry, Android people, but Androids suck. I had to get that in there. So, buy Apple. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, this is garbage. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, pay attention to that. This is a decent box range he's got down here. Nice fucking localized monopoly in the base. That's weird looking. Extend right. So if you can rotate back up out of that, I think he has, he has some potential right there. All right, Visa, MasterCard, I think we've outlined these before. Good triggers are above, rotating similar bull flags that you see inside software. FinTech it itself and banking and everything to do with financials have been pretty fucking terrible. Goldman Sachs got dragged off a bridge. But right here, we had an uptrend that we put here, and he's actually held, to a degree, this uptrend. Let's see. Don't know when we drew this, but good tag on this level, right? So he 2B'd that, and he may still be able to hold this structure. Need to zoom out a little bit more. That's pretty gnarly. That could actually be a big-ass bear flag with the way this is set up. So unless he holds this resolutional trend structure, this is the only uptrend you're really playing. Him coming through here would be very, very fucking bearish. Dick Rules applies. Genesis, you're going to have to go look up some shows. Go into Discord, ask people where to find the videos that teach you how to use Dick Rules. I know it sounds crazy and a little fucking weird, but trust me, you're going to love it. That's terrible. I showed you guys Caterpillar already, real quick. Zcash, USDT, I'll just go over Caterpillar one more time. What do we got? So Caterpillar on this rise, just a very large corrected bull flag sitting close to the highs of the last system, right? He rotates it back over to the industrial strength. He's worth paying attention to. Zcash, USDT, I don't know who even cares about this thing. He's dog shit. Stop looking at it. It's always been dog shit. Never going to not be dog shit. It's definitely the worst non-coin. Stop waiting for it to pump. Motherfuckers have died waiting for this piece of shit to pump. You're going to die waiting for this piece of shit to pump. Play best of breed. Cut it out. All right, motherfuckers. That's the analysis. Zcash sucks. Best of luck out there. Stay safe. We catch you on the flip. All right? Peace.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome.